He's going to hop in as we get going here whenever. I do have to start with, hey, Porter, what's up? Brendan and Austin, I need you to explain to me what your guys' Halloween costume was for the audience.
Costume of the year.
Dude, yeah, it was basically costume of the year. Jack was super mad about it. I have no idea why, but basically we were the Google logo, and I was the G, and Austin was the GLE. And the only thing that was missing were the two O's, so we just used girls' boobs. It was super fucking sick of us, but that's what it was.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Took us hours to get ready.
Did you just cut out like the Google logo on your shirts? That's creativity at its finest.
Absolutely.
Jack, I was going to say, the reason you're mad is because you probably come out on fire with Halloween costumes every year. Like creativity, you had obviously Not So Slim Shady, and now another solid costume this year.
Yeah, I mean, it was more so just the fact that, I mean, it was just kind of 8th grade humor. And especially, I live with Brendan. I consider him to have pretty advanced humor. He's pretty funny. So I expect more out of him than that.
Wait, who came up with it?
Of our cleverness.
I'm really not.
What were you?
No, it was good for what they were trying to accomplish.
Sure. What did you have for the audience?
What did
costume, bro?
Oh yeah, I was. Me and my girlfriend were Ricky Bobby and his wife, but I didn't go the traditional Ricky Bobby outfit. I wore the Wonder Red polo and the cast on his arm that said Wonder and held up Big Red.
Solid. What were some good costumes you guys saw? I remember last year when we were at the Palace, someone went as Two-Turn Tony, and it's still my favorite costume to date.
Did you go to Whippersnapper, Dylan?
Oh, yeah. I did not. Whippersnapper? No?
Yeah, it's this bar that has a bunch of smiley faces on it.
Oh, okay. No.
Well, this chick we know cut out the logo and found these smiley face pants and went as the bar.
There you go.
It was sweet.
I heard someone got kicked out of trying to make a political statement because they tried to go as a condo to that is pretty cool. For the visual.
She's also a Wingin It listener, so shout out, Matt.
Shout out. Yeah, nice costume.
Yeah.
What was the condo story?
It was someone was protesting corruption within a city, and they were showing up to a holiday party dressed as a condo because they were trying to level small businesses to put up high rises, and they were threatened to be arrested. I was going to go to the Cowboys Vikings game, but then I heard that Dak Prescott was trending towards not playing. I'm not dropping hundreds of dollars for Cooper Rush. I'm sorry. I'm not a Vikings fan. So, my Vikings friends went, we had trick-or-treaters and we're setting up. We're like, holy shit, new house, neighborhood, kind of scoping out what's the lock tonight for trick-or-treaters. No one showed. I'm like, what the hell? We had all this candy. And then after an hour, we must have had the wrong time because then we just got blitzed. They kept sneaking up on me. I was a little frightened.
Wait, so kids are still trick-or-treating? Because I was talking to my bosses, and they're like, yeah, we got 2 people all night.
We probably had 10, but that was my worry is trick-or-treating going extinct? It's a shame.
And why is it going extinct?
COVID,
I think
bro.
COVID kind of interrupted everything, and it's cold.
I heard from someone that when they took their kid now, with the COVID stuff, a lot of people used what your grandparents used to pick something up off the ground, like a piece of trash, because they can't, those claw things.
Yeah,
they have to hand out candy so that you don't have to touch.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What is your go-to candy? Anyone have suggestions?
Reese's.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Reese's. I like Kit Kats a lot and Twix.
Oof, chocolate. Yeah. Those are staples.
Those are my 2 favorite chocolate. Probably, actually, all 3 of those. And then Swedish Fish are probably my favorite.
Wow. That's a
Gummy
good one.
wise, Sour Patch Kids are my favorite.
Oh,
Okay.
Sour Patch Kids are mine too.
I like those
Or
peach rings.
I like Sour Punch Claws. Oh, peach rings are good.
Peach rings are gas. You get them at a Cracker Barrel.
What about Dots?
Dude, Dots, that's a Cracker Barrel staple. Nothing like chipping your teeth on a fucking receipt trying to get these dots off.
No, not those Dots. The other,
yeah,
The gummy ones or the
the gummy ones.
like movie
Dude,
theater.
my roommate in
Okay.
college was obsessed with Dots. He would eat them like 3 times a week.
Wait, I got in this huge fight with Brad and Drew about these.
Yeah, those are the movie theater dots, right?
Yeah.
I'm team fuck dots.
Yeah, what are those? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Dude, they're so good. Also, Dots pretzels, by far the best snack there is.
I'm with you there. Those are fire.
I'm
I
a
can't
Mike and
find
Ike
them
guy.
anywhere. Ooh.
Mike and Ike, whoever they are, they created just a fantastic candy. Apparently, they hated each other too. I think they like dropped out of business together.
Who,
But
Mike and Ike?
yeah, I think there was a separation there. I don't know what a business dispute. We don't have Alex yet, so we'll have to get that looking up. I think he's trying to enter here. I was a Twizzler guy when I was a kid, but you don't get too many Twizzler guys. Yeah, no,
I'm not a Twizzler guy.
no red vines for you.
No.
What about black licorice?
Yeah, see, I can't do that. That's
I'm
terrible.
kidding you.
Alex,
Back to the
welcome.
Back to the Dots pretzels. I can't find Dots pretzels anywhere.
Bro, go to Tom Thumb or go to Target. They were on sale at Target.
Can you
Yeah,
just
like-
get them for me?
Yeah. Do you like the honey mustard ones better or the regular ones?
Oh no, regular.
Honey
What
mustard
about
pretty
what about the like Chipotle ones they have or whatever?
There's a Chipotle one.
a Southwest
They have, like-
style.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I did a review on all those Dots, and speaking of reviews, I think reviews are out. I think today the reviews are
The review
out.
business is struggling.
The review business is over with. Everybody started doing it, and I think I might just have to give one more final review on my Instagram and call it a day.
Really? What's it gonna be? You got to go out with a bang.
I
Dude,
don't
Dots. They can put the candy.
know. Dots 10.0.
Yeah.
Bro, don't they all taste the same too? It's
Yeah.
like a menthol kind of just bland.
Dude,
What?
My-
There's a little bit of a camel
No.
crush in there.
I'm with you because I was up in Fargo when the originals were just hitting those stores. And then by the time I got back to Missouri after like 3 months of an internship, they're like in Hy-Vee at Mizzou. And I was like, all right, this is good. But those things messed me up.
Yeah.
Pretzels.
Dots?
Yeah, dude. And all I know is I read the back of it and it says like big bold letters like MSG and some other chemical I can't pronounce. And I'm like, it says like contains. And I'm like, maybe that's it.
You can't be having any of that. Oh,
Dots
man.
I don't
candy
know.
reminds me of like what's in like a 97-year-old woman's like little glass bowl in her house.
Oh,
She smokes menthols. That's why they taste menthol.
Yes, great. The ashes falling on top of the dish.
Yeah.
I meant the Dots pretzels.
Yeah.
We
No,
were
it's-
talking about the pretzels.
Yep, correct. My parents once, this is back in the old days, right? Like, are we still speaking of dying trades? We haven't been teepeed yet, so we're holding out hope here. I've got some trees. My parents once got teepeed, their car soaped, and a thumbtack in the doorbell because they gave out granola bars. They got fucked up.
What's the thumbtack do?
I don't know. It's just supposed to like give people tetanus. Like it's so devious where like people
Oh,
are
like-
ringing your doorbell and yeah.
Like it points out to like poke you?
Yes, correct.
That's a mischievous gang of neighborhood hoodlums, whoever did that.
Back in the 30s, you had some straight up John Wayne Gacy's.
The outsiders.
Did
Yeah.
you guys use the ding dong ditch?
Oh, I
Yeah.
loved it.
I had to get a head start because everyone would burn me like after they ring the doorbell, and I'd always be close to getting caught. So I would always get a head start.
The dad would beat your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a huge pool hopper in neighborhoods. I used to love that shit, the exhilaration.
You're wild.
Yeah.
That is exhilarating.
Oh my god, we were so mischievous. Did you guys see this? This was outstanding to me. They're just crazy. And to see how far it's come. Barstool's live college football show, which was for Michigan State, outdrew ESPN College Game Day.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Like visibly on camera, documented. Like their show was popping, and ESPN Game Day had kind of just like a sparse crowd moving through the area.
Oh, they're the same game.
They were all that Fox's show was there. They were all at the same game. It was crazy.
Did you know Barstool doesn't even have 1 million YouTube followers yet?
I know that's insane to me, but they kind of started like Instagram and Twitter are their big followings. And then they're like, okay, YouTube's obviously a platform we need to be huge on too.
Right.
I struggle with their website straight up.
I never go to it. Like their
I've never been on
blogs.
their website.
Like who reads their
Well,
blog?
Yeah,
exactly.
pull it up because it's just a giant blog site, and I am not used to that format like whatsoever.
No, and didn't Dave like made a change at the who's running the blog? I think I saw and read up on, but yeah, it's like okay, yeah, you want to be the head of something, but that's clearly that used to be Barstool's forte, and now it's off to the side as you know they're moving into more video and different content stuff. I'm only reading the headlines, but like I'm pretty sure Dave still blogs too. Like he's big on making all of his employees like blog at a constant rate for clicks, I guess.
He does. I'm looking at the website right now.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I think he just makes them blog because they have nothing else to do. Like he hires anybody, and it's like, well, you got to do something.
I was just thinking about that, where they all sit in that same area, and it would just kind of be like, well, you know, you're not trying to steal content. Like you're just in a room full of creators, and you're just like, either you got to create something, or you just look like you're not doing shit.
Wait, dude, I came to Barstool. Oh, this is the store.barstool. I was about to say this is all just merch. They have so much fucking merch.
They have so much merch. I haven't seen.
Cool.
They've got like I like the foreplay merch stuff, but
I just got some.
Did you? Okay, yeah.
Interrupt, yeah. I did. They had a promotion for if you threw like 100 on the Broncos, then you get like a win or lose, you get a hoodie. So
yes,
worst case scenario, $100 hoodie, and yeah.
Dude, that's so smart by them. They're just getting you, and it's almost every single time they do that, that team loses, but you get the hoodie because they just have so many hoodies. So they're just like, hey, bet $100, we'll send you one of these things in our warehouse.
Yeah,
I'm looking right now. They already have a lot of Atlanta Braves World Series or World Champions.
Yeah, they kind of played all fan bases. Sorry, Alex.
No, they probably have it all just designed up to like both teams. I wonder what didn't make it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They had to make it for both teams. It's like what, the Major League Baseball does. Did you guys see Jameis Winston tearing his ACL and then dancing on crutches in the locker room nightclub after the win?
Yeah, he was getting
On the crutches. That was hilarious.
Nightclub.
It was like these Saints players were like on Instagram Live, like selfie mode, videoing, like dancing to some song, and they flip the camera around. And it's Jameis dancing on crutches.
Like I'm talking, there's
lights going in the locker room. Shit was lit.
They turned their locker room into a nightclub. There's a fog machine, and Jameis Winston with crutches is just dancing on one leg, just celebrating.
The Saints get pretty lit with that stuff. Like that video of Sean Payton hitting the gritty that one time.
Yes. Jameis is so funny. He's so damn funny. But yeah, he's out for the year. And I just remember crutches. I feel like as a kid, you had to, like, I never broke a bone, but I definitely was on crutches at one point. You got to put the old, washcloth so your armpits don't hurt like an absolute bitch. You guys crutches?
You always had at least one kid in your grade who was on crutches at any given time.
Right.
What's that one chick that was legit on crutches every day, her entire life?
I don't know. That's a tough go though.
Let me ask Joey. He'll know.
She's probably just got some jacked pipes. Like I'm talking biceps.
Yeah, those things gotta hurt. Fuck.
Yeah, they suck. And if you're uncoordinated like me using them, it's just even worse. Like after freshman year basketball tryouts, when I broke my ankle at tryouts, and that was their way of nicely, instead of saying I'm cut, like, oh, you broke your ankle. Shit. Like,
Put you on IR.
yeah.
You're like, I feel fine. They're like, nope.
Come back here. Yeah.
Oh god, that has me weak. Well, hopefully I don't have a scenario like that because the Minneapolis Misfits FC debut tonight, soccer. I just got absolutely dripped out at Dick's Sporting Goods. We are going to be having a game tonight.
You should have hit up Bursic, Soccer Master.
Yeah, dude. Wait, what?
Are you our soccer guy? I'm testing out my fucking it's our indoor soccer team, except we're starting outdoors tonight, and it's going to be a bit brisk here in Minneapolis.
Oh yeah, dude. Hit me up for all your needs.
Yes, sir. I've got the Lulu sweatband here ready to rock. I bought some cleats.
Hell yes.
Joey responded, Jessica Wollenberger. And he goes, kind of bad to me.
That's pretty good context. Did you guys notice that how many we see crypto all the time with athletes and stuff online, but now I'm seeing actual commercials for FTX. The umpires are wearing FTX, and that lame to the moon commercial that I don't know if you guys saw this weekend. It couldn't be more cringeworthy.
Is that to do with the moon? Man?
Yeah, and he was like, as the kids say, to the moon. Like, it was literally a 50-year-old guy who's like, how am I gonna, relate to kids here with a terrible ad?
That's cringe.
Dude, FTX like came out of nowhere.
They're everywhere.
Are they a rival to Coinbase?
Dude, I don't know. I was listening to this podcast and everybody's like, do you know a single person that uses FTX? And they're like, no.
Right.
I heard something that said it's for people with like big balances.
Really?
Like that's who uses it, or like hot. That's like why they got like Brady promoting it. It's not like us trading on Coinbase. It's for people with like.
But Coinbase is huge too.
Yeah.
Or you're saying it's more exclusive. I see.
Like high net worth people use it.
Yeah. Well, that's weird that they're doing it to baseball. Joe West is wearing FTX on his fucking umpire uniform. But it's not yet. The umpires are sponsored by FTX. It's crazy. Well, now baseball season's over. Braves win. How about that? Cash the future.
Also, you see like how they like changed the ad on the mound.
Yes,
like
that is so smart.
They have like Roman on there.
Roman
swipes like.
Also, they could probably start doing that all digitally, like
right
through
their
screen, just like your background. Like great skyline, by the way.
Yes, thank you, STL. I had to switch it up. It's like, hey, could you imagine that's whoever came up with that was, hey, every single time there's a pitch, we're gonna put your company on the mound, and it's just gonna be digital, it's just a digital ad.
It's like, hey, you get the third inning. Hey, you get the fourth inning.
Exactly, because it switches every inning.
Yeah,
so cool.
It's super smart. It's not unlike what we saw remember when DraftKings overloaded us right when daily fantasy became popular, and now DraftKings is a sports book. But in 2015, like you couldn't watch a football game or ESPN without seeing the fucking DraftKings commercial. UFC 267 was this past weekend. 268 is this weekend. Kind of crazy. Got me thinking. Imagine being a pro fighter and like you're getting ready for a fight, and then Vegas comes out with odds for the fight, and basically Vegas is just listing you as an underdog, and basically you're just kind of like, oh, am I gonna get the shit beat out of me here? Like, could you imagine like you're listed as a plus 300 dog?
I didn't think about that.
Maybe it motivates them.
Yeah. I mean, those are the type of dudes that do not give a fuck about anything anyways. So,
well, good thing, Brendan. I have your next challenge. You have to become a celebrity boxer.
Wasn't Hasbulla there?
Hasbulla was there. He was with Habib.
Yeah.
And isn't he? They arranged the fight for like 3 years from now between Hasbulla and
Abdu, right? How about them
Abdu
going at each other, and then Hasbulla getting a fucking kick in there?
Yeah.
That's going to be the most anticipated fight of all time if it's a 3-year.
The highest pay. I would pay $100 for that.
I love how they show Hasbulla literally meet like anyone face to face, and like 9 times out of 10 he gives them a little.
He's always hitting them in the face. It looks vicious.
Yeah.
What if one of them hits their growth spurt within 3 days?
Bro.
How does that work?
Dude, Abdu's got better drip. That dude was looking fly at the fucking main event.
Oh yeah, he walks up and dude, he's just like, come here.
Like
you
a
know?
Louis Vuitton suit. He's got a pocket square, and then he just gets a kick to the gut.
Dude, they totally planned that out.
I love how it's just like a guy with 2 arms, just like holding back these 2 guys with just fingers.
Dude, they're fire. We
Yeah,
need to find a Hasbulla sponsor, a Wingin It.
No kidding. That dude's the future.
Yeah.
Is there a UFC fight every single weekend?
There is. So it's pretty smart what they do. They kind of take I think it's like 10 weeks and then they take like a break, but they have their main title fights, their main pay-per-view card once per month. And then they have like fight nights in Vegas every Saturday. But then, once every month they do like the huge fights. But this is the first time I've seen huge fights this past weekend, but it was a college football Saturday, so they didn't do pay-per-view. This one's the bigger card, still title fights. And it's going to be pay-per-view. It's going to be fucking sick.
Wait, some are pay-per-view, some aren't?
This was the first time I saw a UFC main event, not pay-per-view, but the only reason was because the real pay-per-view was the next weekend. They were kind of it was on ESPN Plus, so you had to pay for ESPN Plus to get that. Last thing I had, and then we'll get some on the fly tea here with Jack D and get you out of here for Winging It. Appreciate you guys. The listener, Facebook, speaking of the future, changes their company name to Meta. Facebook will stay the same, but the company name is Meta. And I was kind of talking about this too on Core Trades. Imagine once Facebook is just not worth the squeeze anymore and they just shut that down because the base is so old and not new anymore. But Facebook totally going into the metaverse.
Yeah.
My thing is there's all this hype about the metaverse all of a sudden. But are all these different companies creating their own metaverse and then they're going to battle which metaverse you choose?
It's kind of like an arms race.
Twitter metaverse.
Huh?
Yeah, your team Twitter.
If it's like metaverse. Facebook metaverse versus Twitter metaverse versus Instagram.
Well, there's a bunch of cryptos you can invest in that are building their own verses.
That but I think the metaverse, they benefit. I think the metaverse is one thing and they all coexist within it.
I don't think so.
I think Facebook is trying to create they're getting out in front of it. They're putting money to companies that are already doing this, acquiring them. They're trying to be the front runner to where hey, we're going to have the best product. I think that's what they're banking on.
I was listening to a podcast with Zuckerberg today talking about it, and he said they're all in. They're throwing everything they have into it. He said it's more wanting to you'll be able to sit next to the couch, sit on the couch next to someone in different places. It's crazy.
Yeah. Did you see that video of Zuck? I don't know if this was real. If he did this was so funny. Was fucking he was getting interviewed on NBC Today or whatever. And they were in the metaverse, just having a conversation in the metaverse. And he goes, yeah, you can do anything. Look at this. And he just gives himself breasts. And I was like, there's no way this is real. I thought it was edited, but it's so funny.
Wait, so do you think you'll put on these goggles or this helmet or whatever, and then I'll be like, hey, Brendan, want to hang out? And then I'll teleport to his crib and hang out with him?
No, you'll literally be like, hey, let's go hang out at the digital coffee shop or something. Let's go to that bar. Yeah, the digital bar.
But you can't move.
Zuckerberg said he already takes meetings in the that way because it's during the COVID remote thing, it makes it more personal because you're literally sitting next to a hologram. This podcast was nuts. I was listening to. Jesus. So it literally is ready. It's the future, I guess. We need to find a coin that's gonna benefit it.
Well, dude, I'm about to invest in Facebook.
Well, yeah, but we need to find a little guy.
You think you can bang in the metaverse?
It's gonna be Ready Player One.
I gotta watch that.
You're gonna find true love in a Disney.
I read something that they're gonna be making a GTA San Andreas version for the metaverse. That would be nuts.
That would be sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should make an OnlyFans metaverse.
What do you mean?
Well, you asked if we could bang in it.
All good ideas.
Metaverse.
Good God. That's all I got from me. Let's break here and get some quick tea here on Winging It with the fellas. All right, we are here with the tea with Jack D. We've also got, as the vlog is coming out for the McDonald's challenge, Brendan's going to describe what happened here in the second portion of Winging It. But first, Alex, a couple of polls I want to put out there. At Winging It 18, should Brendan become a celebrity boxer? Yes or no? And then, will Dylan score in his soccer debut tonight? Yes or no? Those are the polls so far. But let's get to a painful hour and a half for Brendan Duarte. The McDonald's challenge. Jack was there. We've got the vlog coming out. What happened, guys?
Yeah. So my experience with it started with the double quarter pounders. I ate one of them. And immediately I could tell, like, holy shit, this is gonna be tough. The first one I ate with the patties and the bun. I approached the second one like, okay, this time I'm just gonna eat the patties. I'm gonna save the buns for last. Like, after I finish everything, I'm gonna dip the buns in like the soda, the high C to like, get them just wet. They'll go down easier. So I finished the second patties, and then I moved on to the third burger. Got about 3/4 of the way through those patties, and it got to the point where, like, I could not even fucking look at a burger anymore without wanting to throw up. So that was about 15 minutes into it. I then moved to the chicken nuggets. I finished all 20 of those in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. He stubbed all that 20 minutes, which was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So then I moved on to the 2 large fries, and by this point I was pretty fucking full. Basically my technique with the fries was I would just grab as many as possible in my hand and like crunch them up so they would take up like less space, and then like dip them. I had a big bowl of ketchup, and I would dip them in ketchup. But after like 4 or 5 handfuls of fries, I was like, holy shit, I do not feel well. So basically the rest of the challenge consisted of me taking a break every 3 minutes, feeling like shit. Made it about 70% of the way through the fries. So, I mean, all in all, I would say with like all the food accounted for, I would say I finished like, probably 70% of it. My thing is like, if you're not able to finish that challenge in under like 35 minutes, you're not going to finish it regardless.
You're toast.
Because like your body just gets so full. You have to finish it before your body like tells you, okay, I'm not hungry anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I was going to do it, like, even if you would have tacked on an extra hour, I couldn't even have done it. And to this day, it's like still hard for me to look at a fucking burger. I gained about like 5 pounds.
That was crazy. Talk about that. You stepped on a scale.
Yeah, I stepped on a scale beforehand and then stepped on like half the way through, and I was like 3.5 pounds heavier. So I would imagine as I ate a little bit more food after that, I gained probably another 1.5 pounds.
Yeah.
I felt like shit for probably 5 hours, but
good God,
I recovered a little bit quicker than I thought I would.
They had Chipotle twice the next day.
So you're not allowed to throw up in the middle of it at all?
No.
Correct.
Can you poop?
I don't know if you can poop, but I did poop.
I was trying to Google it. Yeah. And he's like, go ahead.
I had to poop. I was like, I'm not going to finish regardless. Like, I have to poop right now. So I did.
Was it just a modicum, a sliver of a chance that Dua Lipa was going to help you finish the challenge when that started playing?
Unless she physically came out of the TV and started putting on a live concert, maybe.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we did have some music bumping in the background while I was doing it.
Yeah, we'll have to look forward to that. Birdie said he's putting the finishing touches on that, so we're excited. Austin,
I'm gonna do the McDonald's challenge now.
What? Okay, wow. All right.
The amount of people who responded to my Snap story still claiming they can do it. I'm like, dude, I just watched fucking Jolly Green Giant over here try to do it. There's no way you can do it.
I just have to experience.
I don't think people. Yeah, I don't think people realize that like double quarter pounders
So
like
much
are a
bread.
lot more.
Oh, there's no bread.
They're-
That's right.
There's so much more than going to McDonald's and getting like a McDouble.
Right.
Like each fucking thing is a half pound of patty. So you're eating 2 pounds of patty just to start with, like if that's what you attack first, plus all the bread.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
All right, I'm still gonna do it though.
Look forward to
All
that.
right.
Is Austin going to break it? And did Brendan break it? That's coming out. All right, let's get caught up on what we missed. It's Love's Gas Station's finest, Jack Duncan with the T.
Yep, we're back with the Loves. They stopped selling this hat, by the way. I'm pretty pissed.
I love it.
All right, we just got a little bit of stuff today. Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian were spotted on a date, 2 different dates together. This dude Pete Davidson is all over the place, but that is
This is
Yeah,
crazy.
one on a roller coaster at some theme park, and then most recently at a private dinner at Staten Island at his house, like Staten Island, where he's from.
In Staten Island, KFC did such a funny thing on this today, where he's like, "There's no reason for Kim Kardashian to be going to Staten Island, to hang out for any reason except the obvious. What is going on here? They kiss on SNL and now they're hanging out. I thought, what didn't they reconcile when Kanye was at Soldier Field outside of his house with Kim in a complete mystified gown?
Yeah, I don't know. Pete Davidson fucks. I'll give it to him.
He does. Jesus.
Dude, does anybody fuck harder than Pete Davidson?
He's doing pretty good for himself right now.
I
would say.
I don't think I fuck with that relationship though.
It's intriguing.
I feel like she just ruined him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to be
Like,
funnier than Kanye. Like, I imagine Kanye trying to make Kim laugh with like a smart joke just can't be too intellectual.
They're different.
Go ahead.
I think they're different kinds of funny. Like Kanye doesn't even try to be funny. But
Sure.
you just laugh.
I guess I'm wrong in that department.
I appreciate Pete Davidson's attitude towards life and how he is sarcastic and approaches things. And I think he loses all credibility being with Kim K because she's just the opposite of who he should be with. That's my opinion.
Right. We haven't heard Kanye speak on this, right? Well, we'll have to keep an ear to the T.
He's gonna come out with a Pete Davidson diss track.
Yeah, but he's gonna promote it and not release it for a year.
What do you guys think Pete Davidson net worth is? I just looked it up.
20 mil.
I would have guessed 30 mil.
I'm going 8 mil.
Yeah. Well, it says 6 mil, but
I feel like he doesn't get paid much. SNL, he's like the last that's a dying show. He's like the last funny guy that makes headlines from it, I feel like.
He's just starting endorsements with Smart Water and stuff. So.
He gets paid $300K an episode.
Yeah, maybe he's just dating her for his career. I mean, it'll give him a lot of publicity.
He's getting all his tattoos removed over the next 3 years so he can start being in motion picture movies because it's such a bitch to.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Saturday Night Live every week?
Yeah,
it's every Saturday, right?
Well, he did 300,000 times 52 weeks. That's 15 mil, right?
Well, I think
I'm sure he doesn't do every episode.
I also think they take a winter break, in the off, Christmas holidays.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. He's got to be the most high paid guy.
He also lived with his mom for until last year, in Staten Island.
Didn't he make that was the movie he made, right? King of Staten Island.
Yeah, good flick.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. This is just an interesting fact. Kobe Bryant's $6 million investment in body armor in 2014 is now worth $400 million today.
They just sold out, didn't they?
Yeah. So
his family gets that.
Yeah.
Do you guys enjoy body armor? I don't think I've ever tried it.
The peach mango one.
I love body armor.
Really?
Yeah, they're amazing. Did you guys? I've been watching Mike Tyson interviews with Logan Paul and the Nelk boys.
Yeah.
And apparently he made $600 million in his career, spent all of it.
Dude, I think there's a 30 for 30, ESPN 30 for 30 called Broke, and it like follows like NBA players who get all these millions and just like end up going bankrupt once they retire because they don't know how to handle it. It's crazy.
Delonte West.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Delonte West. Yeah, there's a lot of those.
All right. So Disneyland in China, they had one person test positive for COVID. So they locked all 34,000 people that were in there until they like figured out how they were gonna like take care of the situation or test everyone. So
For how long?
let's see. I think at least like a couple hours, but
Yeah, dude, that shit would suck ass.
dude, I mean,
This
well,
was
like actually like them telling you can't leave, like that's crazy.
This was at Disney World.
Disneyland in
Disneyland. In
China.
Not the worst place to be locked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are the rides still running? If everyone's got it, like a Space Mountain still a go? I mean,
Yeah, they still got
mean,
pancakes going.
It'd probably be good for like the kids, but let's see how long it was.
the vlog has been released. I can't wait to get to it.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know how long it was, but still crazy.
The McDonald's vlog is out. How about that?
Did he edit it and stuff?
Yeah, I said, hey, work your magic. I haven't seen it yet. I imagine it's a banger.
It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So yeah, easy watch. It's good.
Nice. Sweet.
Yeah.
Ortiz, how about that?
Ortiz, okay. So Fetty Wap, everyone's favorite, trap queen, 1738.
I'm like, what's up?
He's facing life in prison after he was arrested for drug trafficking, heroin, and fentanyl right before he was about to go on stage at Rolling Loud.
Bro, fuck fentanyl.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
How are rappers
surprised?
How are rappers like a part of that? Like that's
dude,
crazy.
they probably I don't know.
No, you're right.
I could only imagine like maybe, I don't want to speculate. It's like, maybe you grew up in a not great place and then all of a sudden you get money, but you're still hanging out with a bad crowd. And now you're still like, wanting to do bad stuff, but have more money to do even more illegal shit like this, like moving weight.
Like how Young Thug said it was so hard to get a little baby out the hood because he was making $100K a week.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Did you see he dropped a couple mil today on just ice? Yeah, it was crazy.
From the ice box?
I think so.
All right.
Sorry, didn't it like Drake get like a Richard Mille watch too? Wasn't that
2.2 milli? Richard Mille, yeah.
Brandon, did you watch it? Was it
I don't
fire?
understand Richard Mille watches. I do not think they look good.
Yeah.
I agree. That might be a hot take.
I think it's just because they're so exclusive. It's like the guy that makes them.
Yeah, but come on.
I mean, an NFT just sold for $500 million.
Yes,
that's what we need to do. We need a Wingin It NFT.
Yes.
Tell him.
Joey.
What was it? I forgot. Anyway.
Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury is officially happening.
Let's go.
December
18th. Yeah.
Dude, there's going to be some hella good fights in the next couple months.
Fury is going to get his ass whooped.
I didn't realize he was actually apparently because he boxed in the undercard of Jake Paul's win over Woodley. Apparently he's all right. Yeah, I heard he did terrible, but his record's like okay. I don't know. He's a big dude. This will be the biggest guy he's ever fought, right?
It's the first considered actual
trained boxer, professional boxer, because Woodley's
person who's
MMA.
considered a boxer.
Tommy Fury has faced people with a combined record of like 4 and like 85 or something.
What are the odds on that? Has that come out yet?
I don't know.
Did you hear the news that he signed a clause or Tyron Woodley signed a clause that he couldn't knock him out?
Wasn't that crazy? Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, and it was Dylan Danis who said it, and who has a bone to pick with all those guys.
There's no way they would make him sign that.
Yeah,
that's like illegal. That's like.
Did you see? I don't know if this is some tea, but DK Metcalf having some chick come over to his house or whatever, and halfway there he sends her home because he's taking 2 other women home from the bar, and then 20 minutes later he actually says, "Actually, you can come on back if you're interested in joining us." And it was like, and she like tried to out him on Instagram. It was just like, what? You don't even have people sign NDAs. Like, feels like everyone's just printing out NDAs left and right in Hollywood.
Yeah. Good for him.
DK Metcalf.
Dude, he probably fucks. He
Yeah.
probably fucks more than
That dude
Pete
looks like
Davidson.
he's good at sex.
he does. Dude, I saw this TikTok guy. I'm going off the rails here, but he's like day 87 of walking on all fours. And this guy literally a monkey. He's like with this tricep and this whatever muscle. I was like, what the fuck am I looking at?
He walks on all fours like all day.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Dude must have lats out the wazoo. Like,
It's gonna hurt your back.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Huh.
Jesus.
All right. So Zane from One Direction got charged with he used to date Gigi Hadid, and apparently he punched her mom in the face.
Yeah, this was
I don't know about
crazy.
punched her,
All right. Well,
Got in an altercation, but
struck her, but
and
yeah.
then Jake Paul actually went and got off on him on Twitter because this tweet from like he must have had this in the arsenal ready to go. This tweet from like 2019 of Gigi saying that like Zane is like he's half the man Zane. Well, Jake's half the man Zane is like he'll never compare to him. And Jake Paul quoted it and was like, "Who's talking now? He just punched your mom in the face or something like that." So
did I see that he was from One Direction?
yeah. Him and Harry Styles were originally from One Direction.
Are you guys? You're not going to believe this. Tommy Fury is favored against Jake Paul. Hammer. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Tommy Fury minus 150, Jake Paul plus 150 MCN.
Wait, that can't be right. The minus always has to be greater than the plus, or else.
Yeah, but in fights, it's maybe I'm not reading. Maybe it has to do with knockout or I don't know, but it's going to be around that line.
Wow.
Okay. The baby announced his first tour since controversy over homophobic comments. Not to get too PC here, but I don't really understand how the person who runs the LGBTQ I don't know what it's called, but they apparently I saw that they have forgiven the baby, but Chappelle is still canceled.
Huh?
So I don't know how.
Yeah.
They say
Who?
I don't know who.
Leader of LGBTQ.
Yeah,
that's
just
what I
kind of
know.
the
That's the
movement,
article
I
I
guess.
saw. I'm just stating facts here. I'm not.
Did you see Chappelle's doing a tour of his like unreleased shit too? Because this was crazy. He recorded something with like the best comedians ever during the pandemic, and no company will touch it. So it's
Really?
unreleased. So he's going to release it himself to just select cities on tour himself.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. Yeah, DaBaby, like once he saw the money start flying away from him, he immediately was like, okay, yeah, like I gotta not double down. I gotta apologize so I can still have a career.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, this would be a great topic with Ian Corbett, but Elon Musk is willing to sell $6 billion of Tesla stock to solve world hunger if the UN can prove how funds would be used. Because the UN director came out and said if all the billionaires donate $6 billion, they could solve world hunger.
Does every billionaire need to donate $6 billion, or does
I think he meant the big ones like Bezos and
He
Elon.
just said $6 billion, right? You need $6 billion.
I think it's just $6 billion total. I don't think.
Oh, really? All together?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Who knows? That seems kind of small too. But then again, it's just like, you know,
I mean,
where's
it's
that
also
money going to
not
go?
Very small. It's $6 billion. Like
That's like, I mean, Elon finds out on his shoe in the morning stuck to a piece of gum.
Yeah. I think it's kind of cool though that he's like, prove it to me and I'll do it.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. And now the people that challenge him are like, fuck, we really don't actually know how to solve this.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Do you think if Elon Musk wanted his money right now, he could sell all the stock?
I don't
I
know.
heard
Would it
or I-
plummet as he sold it?
I read the other day it went up so high that now he's $1 billion. He could buy Finland because their GDP is like $1 billion less than than what his net worth is.
Alex, put it on the poll. Would you buy Finland if you could? Yes or no?
Dude,
That's
I
just-
think
yeah.
I think he can buy like every single basketball, baseball, and hockey franchise or something crazy.
Yeah. Wild. Okay, this is pretty crazy. This goes into the whole metaverse NFT type thing. Nike has filed a patent to sell digital versions of its sneakers. So like your metaverse avatar can be dripped out and stuff like that.
Yes. I'm gonna be so dripped.
Yeah, it's literally the Matrix. I don't even know, but that's
How about Quentin Tarantino saying he's gonna put out NFTs of exclusive director's cuts from Pulp Fiction?
yeah. That I saw that of like the script and stuff. But think about that. What if in the metaverse, like there's how people flip shoes, like you're flipping digital shoes to other avatars.
Yeah. Yo, I got the LeBron James 10s for the low.
Yeah. Like,
Dude,
just come
people
by-
are gonna get so rich off this stuff.
Just come by the
dude, we gotta
Digistore
figure it
mall.
out. We have to.
I mean, I'm just thinking of it right now. It's like a whole nother world.
Yeah.
We gotta
Like
get
the
in with
Wild
Zuckerberg.
West.
I'm
Gold
telling you,
rush.
this is your homework. You got to watch Ready Player One. Your mind is going to be blown how this is fucking happening. This movie
Yeah.
was made 6 years ago.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sad news. Henry Ruggs, Las Vegas Raiders receiver, charged with DUI resulting in death. He was going 156 miles an hour this morning and killed.
Crazy. Killed a woman
Killed a
and
woman.
a dog.
He will never step on a football field again. If I had to
Yeah.
guess.
He still he survived.
He
Yeah.
survived with minor injuries. Yeah, and then killed the person like right off the strip of Vegas, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He was going so fast in the morning, hammered, and he's a star receiver for
Yeah, they already cut him.
yeah.
For who?
The
The
Raiders.
Raiders.
Henry Ruggs.
What?
He played at Alabama. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on your fantasy team, Austin.
What?
I'm actually not sure. That'd be funny.
That'd be funny.
All right. Matt Damon and Robert Downey Jr. are in talks to join Christopher Nolan's film Oppenheimer with that already has Cillian Murphy, who's Tommy Shelby, and
Oh
Emily
my
Blunt.
god.
Yeah. So
I would cream. That's gonna be so good.
That'll be sweet. And then
When is that supposed to come out? Like 2022? Obviously, maybe
Yeah,
23.
I think they're just probably fall of 2023 because they're probably gonna film all this next year.
There's no one I fucking love more than Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. And then what comes out this week is on Apple TV, it's like an 8-episode thing called The Shrink Next Door. I've talked about it before, but it's finally here. It's Paul Rudd and Will Ferrell. It's like a dark comedy, but it's based on a true story of this shrink who took advantage of this dude's life and like made him his like little like slave, basically, like mentally, like made him put him on his bank account, stuff like that. So looks really good. I've listened to the podcast. Podcast is great. And yeah, that's what I have this week.
Good stuff. That's a tea with Jack D, Jack Duncan, Brennan Duarte, Alex Bursick, Austin Platts. Full house this week. Good episode. Check out the vlog. I'm about to check it myself. With Brennan, did you get a sneak peek? Is it fire? Jack, you got something?
I saw I got tagged in it. I didn't look at it yet or listen to it yet though.
All right. Check it out. We'll do the same and we'll talk to you next week.
Peace.